Look, a cave. Wonder what's inside. Still here? Still here. I'm right behind you.
get out of here. I've got to get it.
What you looking at? What are you looking at?
Leave me alone.
You there. What are you doing? I never thought I'd see another friendly face again. We need to get to safety as soon as possible. Let's move. cannot thank you enough for rescuing me from this place. Of course, I should have known. This was all Abelstein's idea, wasn't it? Where is he? A wise decision, but I fear he may not be safe there anymore. They'll go looking for me, and Whiterun will be the first place they search. I cannot stay. Not here. Not in Whiterun. It likely won't be safe for Abelstein either. Our best hope now is to fall in with the ranks of the Stormcloaks. But would you do me a favor? Tell my mother to suffer the winter's cold wind, for it bears aloft next summer's seeds. She'll know what it means. I thank you again, friend. You've given me my life back.
Please tell me you have news of my son. Is he? You've saved him? Oh, I must see him at once. What? After all this, I can't even see him? How do I know you're telling me the truth and not just what I want to hear? For it bears aloft next summer's seeds. That's my boy. So it's true then. For now it's enough to know that he's alive. I can find peace in that. Thank you, dear friend. You've given me back my son. I'd had Eorlund forge this for Thorald. It was to be a present for his return. I suppose he can't have it now. Why don't you take it? We can always make another for the day when this war ends and Thorald can come home. No, nor do I expect to. Would be too dangerous for now. It's enough for me to know that he's out there somewhere, and not locked up like some animal in a cage. You take yourself now.
I ain't much for talking.
I've got your back.
You've returned. Good. What did you find at Wolf Skull Cave? Potema herself? Please tell me you stopped them. You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. I shudder at the thought. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. She still mourns greatly for her husband, High King Thorald. So she leaves many of the courtly details to me. Anyone with a stout heart like yours.
Thane Bryling, at your service. This should be good.
Believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
What manner of magic is this?
There's something personal I was hoping you would do for me. Falk told me what you did for us at Wolf Skull Cave. He says you're someone we can trust. As you may know, Talos worship is outlawed in the Empire. When we buried my husband, I made offerings to all the gods, except Talos. I would like you to take an item of his, a war horn handed down from his father, and place it at a shrine of Talos. No, but my husband, Thorald, would want a proper burial, and this is the way Nords are buried in Skyrim. Thank you. It would mean a lot to me. It's a fine day with you around. Be well. Pray for
Listen to
solitude.
you.
I've got your back.
They say when Talos is removed, the dragon will be unbound. Gone will be the world of mortals, and the curse of linear time. Thousands of worlds will spill across the ether, vast and weightless. All that ever is and all that never was, brought to a state of infinite harmony. But there are others, softer voices, tiny little murmurs you have to strain just to hear them. And they will ask you, what is the price of this pursuit? That is the voice I beg you to hear, for when we gain our divinity, we lose ourselves. Perhaps. But your voice is one, and theirs are many. Yes, I have made it my mission to shepherd pilgrims here, so that they may pray to Talos and give him strength. Perhaps, but I have never felt bound by my ancestry to act a certain way or pray to a particular god. I've only done what I felt is right. As a matter of fact, there is. Like many of the pilgrims here, it's likely that one of our letters guided you to this shrine. And to ensure the word of Talos is spread, for every letter that is taken, we ask that you leave 2 in return. We received word that a number of Thalmor envoys have been patrolling the streets of Markarth. We need to provide the people with a safe place to worship. Thus, I'd like you to place 1 letter at the Talos shrine, and 1 with the innkeeper. Bless you, traveler. Our strength, and that of Talos, would falter without the aid of people like yourself. What you do at great risk, and I want you to know how much I appreciate it. Thank you.
Lady Arwen, I want to thank you so much for what you did for my son. I never thought that Thalmor would go to such lengths.
There is no need to thank me. I only did my duty as a mortal. Rest assured, he will be safe in Cyrodiil.
Before we had this place, we would visit shrines out in the open.
Heard they're reforming the dawn
A place
guard.
to pray without fear.
Or something. In the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
What if they if a vampire so much as scratches you? For one, that better not be true. I've got a bad feeling about this.
those things? I don't want to wait around to find out. One of those things has the key to this cave. If you get me out of here, I'll help you sort the rest of those. Please, I'll pay you. I'll give you... Hurry, get me... Now that we've got that out the way, I'll take everything you have. Or your life. Actually, on second thought, I'll just kill you.
Be careful! What are you doing?
If you are not here to grant me a good death, then you can leave. Indeed, one should find his death while he can still call himself a proper man. We Orcmen are not like these Nords and Imperials who carry on until they are gray and feeble and their hair falls out. To cling to something past its usefulness is unseemly. How much more so when that thing is you? My time has come. I am old. Too old to become chief. It would be wrong for me to take wives at this age. So I will die. Malakath has given me a vision of a glorious death. I am to wait here until it finds me. As you can see, it has not yet arrived. Perhaps. Are you sure about this? We shall see. Never should have come here.
I'm right behind you. Seen anything quite like that. Hey, look, a cave. Wonder what's inside.
can't be happening. What was that?
right behind you.
Not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be in here. Last warning. Leave now. Put that down.
Who are you? By the Divines, you're here for me, aren't you? I swear I tried. I was gonna do it. Please, don't hurt me. Farewell. Yes? Jari Ra sent me here. He wanted me to extinguish the fire in the lighthouse. I don't know why I said yes. We used to be friends. At least, I thought so. Then he started having me do things. Things I regretted later. Started out with just stealing. I would walk into the store and Jari Ra would distract the shopkeep and I'd stuff anything I could into my tunic. I still remember that first time. I was so scared. We were in radiant raiment, and Jari Ra was trying on clothes a Jarl couldn't afford. There was a circlet on the counter, gold and emerald, and Dari never even noticed when I switched it with the copper one I was wearing. I felt horrible afterward, but Jari Ra always found a way to make it seem okay. Those haughty knife-ears got what they deserved, he said. And when we went drinking at the inn to celebrate, Jari Ra would pat me on the back and give a toast in my honor. I know that now. I was such a fool. He never wanted my friendship. I was just some tool he used to steal coin. Never even gave me a proper cut. He knew I wouldn't care. Toward the end, he didn't even bother with reasons. All he'd do was raise another toast. Not officially, but I assist Mizaka any way I can, in exchange for room and board. If he were to pass on, perhaps he might recommend me for the job. Or maybe I could tend to the lighthouse in Dawnstar. I don't know if I've earned the right to be the keeper here. There's still so much I need to atone for. Usually one of the Jarl's Thanes has one of his attendants get a recommendation. Naturally, the previous keeper's input carries a lot of weight. Once the names are recommended, the captain of the guard checks the candidates for potential criminal history. That's what worries me most. I've never been officially accused of a crime, but Jari Ra's reputation could come back to haunt me. I thank you for your kind words. May the Divines keep the flame of righteousness alive in both our hearts. It's peaceful. I don't yearn for company like I used to, nor am I afraid of being alone. Although sometimes when I head up to the docks for supplies, I get a little anxious. It's like learning to ride a horse again. Pretty much every young boy is taught how to ride a horse and knock an arrow. But not all of us can be soldiers, or rich enough to buy a horse. So you kind of forget how. That's what it feels like being around crowds. Like everyone's staring at me. And when people say hello, I sometimes lose the words. Can you imagine forgetting something so simple as a greeting? Yes, and Mizaka is here too. Although with him, mostly I just listen. I was at the skeever when Jari Ra came by with his marauder friends. The ones that make me nervous. But Jari Ra put his arm around my shoulder and mussed my hair with those coarse fingers of his. That always puts me at ease. Then he tells me about this new plan of his. He says he needs me. That nobody can do it but me. I think one of his gang snickered. But Jari Ra told him to shut his mouth. And that made me feel good. The plan was to extinguish the flame at the lighthouse so that the ships would lose sight of the docks and crash. I didn't want to do it. Stealing is one thing, but killing a man? But Jari Ra assured me no one would die. He said they'd thank us for rescuing them. And I believed him. Goodbye.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Get out of here, or I will call the guards.
Use your smarts, he said. Yeah, like I'm supposed to figure out which college. Time to end this little game.
I'll show you what a real can do.
not supposed to be in here.
What? Who are you? Oh, you come to steal my dragon breath mead? Well, too bad. Some fellow already did that.
Tendrils of thought may
Wonderful. Just a couple of more of my little gold friends, and we'll have enough for another bottle. It's just too bad they don't sell mead by the sip. You, my lady, are a champion, a mead maiden, a wine wizard for the ages. Thank you. Oh, real clumsy drunk. Bald as a chicken egg, and a face with just as much expression. A brown egg, though. Red guard with white whiskers and beggar clothes as dirty as the wrong end of a hooker. Drank it all, he did. You see that thief. You tell him he's a bad sneak, and his breath smells like a troll scratch. Also, mead. It does? Oh, dear. I better do something about that, then. Chewing on dragon's tongue usually does the trick. At least that's what my personal alchemist used to tell me. Once the fire of that burned
Good day. Life's not so bad. I'm independently wealthy, though I don't wear it. So it's nice to just be able to wander about and take in the sights of solitude.
Sabil Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton. No doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying. I find them wondrous. I make sure Erica keeps breathing. No, that honor is Sabil Stentor's. A smart woman steers clear of Stentor, and keeps herself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day. Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough. You are free to leave.
Maybe you need a partner, Just picture it. 2 women, the dusty road, strapping men at every tavern, a fortune.
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
Do you have business with the court?
They simply can't
Excellent.
make do without
You've
me.
done us a great service. Here's your reward. Anyone with a stock like yours is welcome.
Please address all questions to the steward. Followed fire.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. Please, take pity on an old madman. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No, no. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. Without his guidance, our homeland is falling apart. North wages war against South. The holy flame flickers and dies. We need his return. Oh, but I'm sure he'll repay you when he comes to his senses. His favor is a powerful, powerful thing, and so very worth any inconveniences. Until next...
Still here. I'm right behind you.
Heard the dragons breathing fire in the sky. Vampires brazenly attacking people on the street. It's the end of the world, I tell you.
Mind yourself in my city, lass. This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight. Ain't got one, but I'd fancy a chance at that Jari Ra's scrawny neck. Filthy Argonian never would have set foot in this city if High King Torrig was still alive. I can tell you that. Keep your head about you. You stay out of I'm the headsman here in Solitude. It's my job. Depends on what you mean by busy. I'm also the head jailer in the dungeon here. Quiet job, usually. Just watch yourself. You don't want to meet me on the job.
return of the Dragonborn? Who among us could possibly hold an arm and such power?
I stand with the Stormcloaks. You Imperial dogs will never break my will. Never. You won't get anything out of me, you filthy sons of horkers.
What's the hurry? Still here.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it?
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine.
I've got your back.
I don't want to talk. I shouldn't be. Mama says if I do, people are gonna ask about Uncle Rogvir. Maybe if I don't talk, they won't either. Dragon? Really? Was it big? Did it breathe fire? Oh wow, I knew it! I knew they were real! I have to remember to tell Papa. Thanks. Papa talks about it some. Mom doesn't say much since Uncle Rogvir died. She doesn't even go to temple anymore. I wish she would. At least that way she'd have people to talk to. You would do that? That's great. You should go do it right now. I don't have anything to say.
Are you here to talk about my brother? Do you think his execution was justified? And like Rogvir, you're a Nord at heart. It's hard for many of the people here to understand. I think Aldous understands. I don't think I could have stayed here if anyone else had... I think I need to stop talking now. I'm not looking for conversation. She did she? She's gonna get a sit-down later. Well, I wish it were that simple. Maybe it is. Look, I want to go back, but I won't feel right in there without a tie to Talos. My brother Rogvir wore a symbol of Talos. He kept it hidden on his person. If I had that, I can't go near his body. Would you get it back for me? Thanks. Rogvir. He opened a gate and they executed him for it. He opened a gate and the wrong man rode out of it. If that man hadn't been Ulfric's Stormcloak. If Ulfric hadn't killed High King Torygg. But it was Ulfric. And he did kill the High King in honorable combat. My brother refused to allow the Imperials to take revenge for the deed. So now he's dead. I should make sure Sfari's okay.
You look new. I'm new too. I think we could be friends. You're passing through solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes? It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deeja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things. I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground. What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot. It would be best if we spoke little until we've completed your task.
Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
Mortals made a pact, dressed in blood, signed in blood. The hollows scream words unknown, knells of silence to forewarn that which cannot be unseen. Darkness fathomed daylight's dream. Signed in blood, dressed in blood, neither death nor calm nor coming spring can stop the scarlet rain or sea. For the seeds have been planted in the void, and the void planted in the seed. Met with darkness, met with stones, met with kisses, met with bones, the pact is made. Death draws near, like a shade that draws strength from fear. 4 mortals said the words and brought the blight upon this land. 2 knives, 1 tail, and the hour of death is soon at hand. The 3rd with sand between her toes, the 4th with ice upon his breath. Together in ritual and sunken time, they seek the dismal death. The stage is built, but the chairs are all but sterile. A place for one who sits opposed, a challenger, a champion, a hero. For when darkness fells the day and swallows the stars, all that's left to light the path is the fire that burns in mortal hearts. Steel tongues and iron teeth clack day and night for but a septem's peace. The cat whispered doubt to the knives, but its blades cut through the knee. It quivered no more, but fur sat matted, lapping meekly at its fleas. The knives nodded to frozen breath, as it read from tome of forgotten death. Flame rose, flame cold, wretched, wrenching soul of old. From the earth born anew, cleansed through blood and both defiled, water mixed with grains of sand, cut from the curve of the mother's child. yes, yes and no. The second dressed, and the third signed, but neither scales nor empires did she find. The cat whispered doubt to the knives from the earth born anew, cleansed through blood and both frozen words, conjured life, soul unbound to cause limitless strife. Daylight's end is Nern's final chapter, sand on the rug, frozen not long after. So it was said, and then signed in blood, but only for 3 and not for 1. The fourth was dressed in shades of red, one soul entered while the other fled. Sand and skin, but no sand to touch. The dunes swept over a pact of blood. The cat whispered, the knives not from the earth born anew, cleansed through blood, frozen daylight's. So it was. The fourth was dressed in shades of red. One soul entered while the other fled. Stout as oak, blood like wine, worthy was he of earthly crime. But ritual conjured is ritual complete. Frozen breath cannot halt speech. The cat, the knives not from the earth born anew, frozen daylight's. So it was said. The fourth was dressed in shades of fear, perhaps, love maybe. What is the provenance of true denial? Know I not, but I know this: the robe was dressed in the ocean's vial. The cat whispered, the knives nodded from the earth born anew, frozen daylight's end. So it was. The fourth was dressed in shades of red. One soul entered while knives cut and are cut, dressed in blood while the other signed. Sent to the void were the knives, and in its place comes wicked divine. The land it treads and blood is fed. Different clothes, same grin. Holes in the mask where skin meets skin. Is it wolf or pheasant, spider or fly? Knives are green and touch the sky. Find it well, find it plain. All we are is in a name. Eldawen, Eldawen, a mare to be scorned. Plaintive cries and knells of death like echoes of newborn. Dressed in blood, washed in white, and winter turns to endless fright. For what is lack if all is lack and day is same as night? The tale said, I smell another. The knives said, you smell a corpse. Bones rattle and bones wake and smells are voices hoarse. 4 mortals made the pact, but another sat in shallows. No one sees the short, the poor, or the blind in the shadows. The 5th one heard the pact, but did not speak or sign, shivered, trembled, fought for warmth in cold's frigid bind, in the shade to hide from shades, and say the words that fell the day. You may be right, said the tale, when iron spoke in creaks. Tremble, tremble, fear and bone, shiver fought to sneak. It corrupts the end of the tale's nose. To doubt means the plant is grown. Names are all we are. Name it, and it shall be known. Names are all we are. Name it, and it shall be known. It wears a new name. Wears it proud, same as the old. Mother said, your name is Gwyvain. Father agreed, it's a lovely name. The children called her ugly and vain. Mother said, ignore their game. Lukewarm sunrise, the monarch dances, and the dragon lies. Green pillows flanked ground so true, and ring stalks leaned seams of blue. Seams ran jagged on a curved dome, shuddered, snapped, lost in moans. Thrusting pain, unending pain, never will it after. Heart bleeds, but no blood comes, sorrow knows only laughter. Trust was given, trust was shaken, love she kept, so it was taken. Names are all we are. Mother said, your name is Gwyvain. Father agreed, it's a lovely name. The priest said to the dead one, these apples I want no more. The priest said to the wind, I light these fires so bones are warm. The priest tends to the dead, as the priest should. The fishwife is not seen or heard or even understood. Knows not or cares not, or cares too much to care. Priest moves and arcade guides. In light is mystery bare. The cat whispered, the knives not from the earth born anew, frozen daylight's end. So it was. The fourth was dressed in shades of red. One soul knives cut. The landed. Is it wolf or fell? Find it well, find it plain. All we are is in a name. Malakath born, kin to no spell, slave to no other but steel's bell.
Still here.
Plenty of fresh fish for you. These are troubled times. Be on your guard.
I'm not looking for conversation. Thanks so much. I'll return to Temple. Here's something for your time and effort. I should make sure Sfari's okay.
Still here.
I don't want to talk. For strangers,
You shouldn't
you're not
leave
so
Solid
bad.
down at the
Just a
docks.
little one.
There are a few good spots if you can avoid the East Empire company workers and
I'm
those
sure she'll
red
accept
wave
a potato
thugs.
as repayment.
Yes, Papa.
Sorry, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Rogvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will. May the gods speed your journey. Need something?